Tuberville. Let me recognize via WebEx Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, and thank you all for being here today. According to numerous studies, paid family leave offers clear advantages to both employers and families. For employers, it increases employee morale, productivity, and retention of key talent. For employees, it provides economic security, has a positive effect on infant and maternal health, and reduces infant mortality rates. Yet, depending on their branch of service and family situation, many service members currently only receive 2 or 3 weeks of parental leave. Now, that is actually an improvement because when I had my baby, my husband, who was on active duty, only got 10 days. So 2 to 3 weeks is better than that, but it's still not good enough. Service members in dual military relationships have to decide who is the, quote, primary caregiver and who is the, quote, secondary caregiver. It's an artificial distinction that devalues the role of one parent compared to the other in the early days of an infant's life. And currently, service members who accept a long-term foster placement don't receive any guaranteed paid parental leave, despite the obvious need to spend time bonding with a foster child and helping them adjust to their new home for the first few weeks after they arrive. That's why I introduced the Service Member Parental Leave Equity Act, which would ensure that all caregivers in the military can access 12 weeks of paid parental leave, whether they are a birth parent or not. Paid family leave is critical for the physical, mental, and psychological health of military families who are welcoming new family members. The children of service members already face frequent moves, and parents who work long hours have rigorous training requirements away from home and can be deployed for months or years on end, often to dangerous locations. Mr. Cisneros, as a veteran yourself, I know you've seen firsthand the pressures that military families face. Do you agree that we can do more to promote the development, long-term emotional health, and stability of military children?
Senator, thank you for thank you for your service, and thank you for this question and really your dedication to supporting our military families. I do believe we can do more to support our military families, and if confirmed, I am looking forward to working with yourself as well as this committee to see how we can further support our military families who sacrifice so much and give up so much in order to support their service member, their spouse who is serving our country, and as well as, you know, our military families are serving our country as well.
Thank you. You know, we can't change all the operational requirements that take military parents away from their children, but we can extend parental leave benefits to give all parents, not just the ones who give birth to the child, adequate time to bond with and care for their children at the beginning of their parent-child relationship. Research from many sources has consistently shown that this early bonding time can lead to better developmental outcomes for children in the long term, as well as improved parent-child relationships that can last for years. It's a foundation that's especially important for a service member who may have to be away from home later in their child's life. As you said, if confirmed, I look forward to working with you, Mr. Cisneros, to prioritize policies that improve the health and resilience of military families. Now, helping military children should be motivation enough to increase parental leave, but this policy will also, I believe, bolster military recruitment. Mr. Cisneros, in your written testimony, you stated recruitment and retention of top military personnel is of great importance to both this committee and the DoD. In order to recruit and to retain the best and brightest, DoD must modernize its parental leave policy to be more competitive with the private sector and to remove some of the pressures that force dedicated service members to choose between serving their country or doing right by their family. Will you commit to exploring opportunities such as the ideas contained in the Service Member Parental Equity Leave Act to expand the current parental leave policy to ensure that we are recruiting and retaining talent?
Senator, thank you for that, and again, thank you for all your work on this subject. I will commit that I am open to looking at options about how we can better take care of our service members and their families, and looking at all options that will help with recruiting and retention, and definitely, you know, giving families time off during the birth of a child is something that definitely needs to be looked at, and definitely trying to create a uniform policy throughout the military for all branches is something that, amongst other subjects, all different topics, that I think is important that we have. And again, if confirmed, I am committed to working with you to see how we can develop options that will better take care of our families.
Thank you. Well, it needs to cover more than just the birth of a child, but also adoptions and fostering as well. Thank you, and I look forward to working to better the lives of our service members in the future. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.